All right, let's see how sharp you really are. 10 questions, no hints, no second chances. I'll give you the statement. You decide, fact or fiction? Think fast, trust your instincts, and keep score because first edition books are far more complicated than most people realize. Some collectors spend thousands of dollars chasing them. Others accidentally own one without even knowing it. Ready? Let's test your knowledge. Question 1. Here's your first statement. A first edition book is always the most valuable version of that book. The answer is fiction. While first editions are often desirable, they are not always the most valuable. Condition, rarity, demand, author signatures, printing errors, and historical significance can all impact value. Some later editions have become more valuable than certain first editions because fewer copies survived. Question 2. Next statement. The term first edition can mean different things depending on the publisher. The answer is fact. Publishers have used different methods for identifying first editions over the years. Some use number lines, others use statements, symbols, or unique markings. This is why collectors often consult detailed, publisher-specific guides. Question 3. Let's continue. Every first edition book clearly states first edition on the copyright page. The answer is fiction. Many publishers never explicitly printed the words first edition. Instead, collectors look for clues such as number lines, publication dates, printing histories, and publisher-specific identifiers. Question 4. Pay attention to this one. A first printing and a first edition are not always the same thing. The answer is fact. The terminology can be confusing. In many collecting circles, the most desirable copy is a first edition, first printing. Later printings can still belong to the first edition but were produced after the initial printing run. Question 5. We're halfway there. Dust jackets can significantly affect the value of a first edition book. The answer is fact. For many collectible books, the original dust jacket can account for a large percentage of the book's value. A first edition with its original jacket may be worth several times more than the same book without it. Question 6. Let's raise the difficulty. A damaged first edition is always worth more than a pristine later edition. The answer is fiction. Condition is one of the most important factors in book collecting. Severe damage can dramatically reduce value. In some cases, collectors may prefer an excellent condition later edition over a heavily damaged first edition. Question 7. This one catches people off guard. Some first edition books became valuable because very few copies survived. The answer is fact. Scarcity drives demand. Books that had small print runs, were unpopular when released, or were heavily discarded can become highly sought after decades later because surviving copies are difficult to find. Question 8. Stay focused. Modern books can never become valuable first editions because too many copies are printed today. The answer is fiction. While many modern books have large print runs, some debut novels, limited releases, special editions, and culturally significant works can still become highly collectible. Future demand often determines long-term value. Question 9. Almost there. Signed first editions are often more desirable to collectors than unsigned copies. The answer is fact. A verified author's signature can increase desirability and value, especially when paired with a genuine first edition first printing. However, condition and authenticity still remain critical factors. Question 10. This is the final question, and it's the one that surprises most people. Understanding how to identify a first edition can help collectors avoid costly mistakes. The answer is fact. Many books that appear to be first editions are actually later printings. Learning how publishers identify editions, understanding number lines, and researching publication history can save collectors from overpaying and help them discover hidden gems. The most successful book collectors are often the ones who understand the details others overlook. All right, how did you do? Drop your score in the comments. Be honest. Did you get all 10? Or did one of those trick you? 8 or more? You're ahead of most people. Less than that? Now you know what many collectors don't. Hit like, subscribe, and come back for the next challenge. Because every collectible has a story, and the more you know, the better collector you become. See you in the next Fact or Fiction challenge.